Okay, so beginning our day on Saturday night, I gave the Dhamma talk and used the theme of metta, loving kindness, and just to continue on that theme, because it's just so important to learn how to. It's not just something you do in meditation, sitting quietly, in a Dhamma hall in front of a Buddha image, and you muster up some loving kindness. It's really learning how to cultivate that quality of metta, of well-wishing, in ordinary circumstances, and in particular, say as we take on duties, take on chores, engage with other people. It's a really important foundation for our growth and development. So to be able to turn attention to that quality of loving kindness, of well-wishing, of a sense of metta. And again, I think it's helpful to get a feel for what you're trying to do, what it means. And certainly one of the things in terms of establishing metta as a mood in the mind is just, I think of what for many years years ago, Ajahn would always define loving kindness as not dwelling in aversion, and it's a really important foundation, because we can think that we should be having all these sort of oozing warmth and positive emotion, but if we could just not dwell in aversion, it'd be a huge gain, or to be able to catch ourselves as the mind turns to aversion or negativity, because there's always this running commentary going on in our minds that's kind of incessant, and of course that's exactly why we're training, why we're cultivating, is to reconfigure that kind of inner commentary, that inner kind of judge, and particularly if it turns to negativity and ill will, aversion, and so that lifting up of one, just relinquishing that, not sort of feeding it, and lifting up that quality of metta. And another aspect of that is an acceptance of things as they are. Is not just a kind of like a blind indifference, but a sense of it's a real act of kindness to oneself and to others, to really pay attention to acceptance. How can I be comfortable with what I'm experiencing? How can I be comfortable with the world around me without getting caught in the say judging and reactivity that is so common in our minds? And so this sense of turning attention to metta, this sense of well-wishing, that fundamentally at the root of everything. There's this wish for well-being, both for oneself and for the world around me. That as we begin the chant may I abide in well-being, and may everyone abide in well-being. It's sort of setting that wish and having that quality of acceptance. It lays that foundation, and I think that's a much more say achievable and workable and practical goal and foundation to be reminding oneself of, so that this metta, because the quality of metta has a tremendous power to it. And the reality is and negativity is kind of an aversion. There's oftentimes, based in fear, ill will, and that kind of divides us. So that the quality of metta is a much more of a unifying quality, and it's a strength to the heart. It gives a steadiness, and in the same way that in the Buddha's words on loving kindness, that wishing in gladness and in safety, the word sukino wa kemino, that kemino is safety, but it's also security, stability, and that is accessible more and more as we pay attention to this quality of love and kindness.